more progress. Get some of this crap out of the way. Yeah, see, I do square. I got the tongue mostly welded on. You can see I got to go in the corners here, and I think I'm gonna put a gusset here. I painted that weld because it was horrible. Painted that one because it was even worse. And I don't know, I think I did that just to cover it up in the video. Anyways, got that side welded on the very bottom. That weld there's not too bad. I mean, I'm not going to claim it's great, because you can see it's not great. But I'm not a welder, not a real fabricator either. I just want to build stuff. But there's the tongue, and I welded it on. Should have twisted it 1/4 turn. Anyways, it'll work, because I've got a piece I'm gonna make a sleeve in there and weld it all tight and solid. But yeah, this here's so freaking horrible because I had a lot of fill in to do, because I'll be honest, I was going to cut a section of that out, and I couldn't get it out quite. I've still got some more weld to do there. But if you see how it is right there, that gap, that's the gap I've had to fill in here, and this will be better. Maybe I should, who knows. It'll probably look like shit the whole time, but it'll be solid. I mean, I've beat on it with a hammer again, yes, in this video, or in this section of build, I've beat on it with a hammer. I could go over that again. It's right there. I don't like that. I don't like that. It doesn't look like it got good penetration, but I'll fix it. Anyways, I got the tongue on it. The axle's done, except for, like I said, those pieces of metal, and I'm not sure that I'm going to put anything there because it's solid, and that gives me a little bit more ground clearance should I need it. I just stuck these on here just to get an idea. I about fell over a welder. Just to get an idea. But it's getting there. I still got to cut those dudes there off, or put more on the other side. I'm not sure yet. I'll probably cut them off because they're, well, I might not, because they're just as ugly as the rest of it. But I've got a ladder rack that's made out of this, and it's identical tubing to this. It might be even some of the same batch, I don't know, because I think the ladder rack was home built. I know this headache rack was home built. Just not sure that the same person built them. Either way, it's getting there, guys, gals, and everybody else that watches my videos. On my videos, I'm getting ready. I'm getting a stack of good boards to get all the good gold bits off of. So I promise there'll be a gold recovery video soon. I'm not going to say when, but soon. So keep watching. I promise I'll get to it as soon as this is done, and it's almost done. I've got to fix the tires. The tires need tubes, so I've got to put, but these tires hold there, so I'll put these on there for the time being. And I'll get a, once it's done, I've got the hitch done how I want it, I'll get a video pulling it around the yard. And by done, I mean this will be finished welded, the hitch will be done, that tire and wheel will be put back on, and I'll be pulling it across the yard. The rest of it I'll do as I get time or materials. So I'm still debating on whether or not to put one of these over here. It bugs me. It looks funny, but then again, maybe not. I seriously thought about cutting it all off, angling it, but then I figured I'll lose some space. Not much, but some. Anyways, let me know what you think. Alrighty. Those two pieces that was on the, what would have been the bottom, have been cut off. Both ends. They're right there. I'll use them for something later. I've got the axles all welded up solid. I added this piece of angle here to cover up where I made the mistake. I was going to cut this piece of frame out and recess the tongue up almost level with the top of the frame. I was going to be like cutting a section out and putting it like where this is. I was going to do that, but then I realized it wouldn't sit properly on the tractor, and I broke my last Sawzall blade, so I couldn't get that piece out. Anyways, I've got it. I just stitch welded this. The stitch welds look better than my attempt at solid welds, which you can see. All the welds up in here were horrific, so I ground them and painted them. I don't care who don't like it. It's my trailer. I'm gonna stitch weld the mesh here with that, and then take a wire wheel and get all the paint I can off. I should have done that before I welded it, but I didn't. I want to take a piece of angle iron and come in here somewhere by the axle to keep the mesh a little more solid. It's pretty good mesh, so I don't think it's going to be much trouble. I've got to figure out how I want to do the hitch. I may, like I said, may take one of these and weld it up in there like so. Of course, I would want it farther back in there, you know, like at least there. So weld a piece of good piece of heavy steel right there around that, and then weld it up in there like so, or I may just use that big stupid washer or another big stupid washer. Anyways, I'm thinking about this as a hitch, and I've got some chain somewhere. I'm even going to put safety chain on it, even though it'll probably never be over 20-25 miles an hour. My main tractor that'll be pulling it is that Murray over there, like I said in the other videos. This one will pull it, but not as much as that one, because that's my bush hog machine. But I just wanted to update my video on what all I've gotten done. But it's, you figure from the table to there, and then you add another 4 or 5 inches or so for the tires. That's about how high it'll be off the ground, which is about right. I may have to modify my tongue just a little to make it, if I worry about it riding level. I may not even worry about that. But you see where the tire's going to be. It's about right. I mean, it's about how it should be. So, and I once I get everything welded and ground and everything, I'll wire wheel it real good and get me some more paint, build a good fire in here so I can heat the garage and paint the whole thing. Maybe I may just leave it like that. It's matches me. It's ugly, so there we go. Well, I won't say ugly, but I'll say not as attractive. It fits in pretty good. Anyways, that's about all I've got for today, or for right now. Like I said, more grinding to do. And yeah, I burnt the finger out of my glove. More grinding to do. Make everything smooth-ish. It'll not be, it'll not be smooth. But I put this piece of angle here not only to cover the mishap down yonder, but to give a place to hook straps. I'm going to put the pieces to put rails on it, because I want rails all the way around it. So there'll be one here. I'll probably put 4 down each side, and then a piece of angle across the front, and then make rails like a regular utility trailer. Because I'm going to stack wood in this and other junk to haul out of the woods and around the property. So I don't know. It'll be done eventually. Ryan's going to come over Monday. We're going to work on a couple projects together. So hopefully have this out of the garage by then. Alright, more to come. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and otherwise, the hackery known as my trailer is now done. Other than some light, some paint. I ran out of paint. I didn't get to paint the rest of the axle and the floor, but the main frame is painted. It is done, pretty much. I put a headache rack on it, which those were, one was there and one was on that back corner. I cut them off because they were welded up here, but I cut them off, and you can see I welded them. And yes, I painted my damn cord. It don't matter. There's some touch up to be done. Yeah, check that weld out. I'm proud of that one. Of course, I painted over it. Like I said, this here I did to cover up a booger up, but it is done. And I decided on the pintle style hitch. Now I'm going to weld a piece up here to put a pin down through to put it on a regular tractor, because pintle hitches are expensive, and I'm only going to be able to get one. I'm trading for one, and it'll probably be a while before I get another one to put it on the other tractor. So I may make one. I don't know, but I welded the nut that was on this to the big washer. Well, I tightened it down all the way tight, welded the nut, and then I stuck it in there and welded the washer to the frame. and it's solid. Tomorrow I'll get a little more video before I upload this, but nah, I'm gonna upload this tonight. I'm satisfied with my hickory. These are some D-links I had left over after I built my scrap wagon. I put them on here, just shy of the midway. Well, I don't know, it might be about midway, give or take an inch or two. I didn't measure. I just thought, well, looks good there, because I'll have the holes in the frame back there, and then these, if I can get a picture, have holes in them. Well, let me show you. These have those holes in them right there that I can use straps if I need to. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I like it. It will work. Like I said, it's not done. I'm gonna put some pockets on here for some rails, like Scott Wheels trailer. I was gonna weld rails all the way around it, but I got to thinking, what if I need to haul like pallets, or if I want to haul like pallets, or something bigger. So I didn't weld the rails on, but I will make pockets and make a set of rails out of some angle iron or bed frame angle iron. And when I start on that project, I'll do video of it too. But yeah, I like it. It works for me. And that's probably the first thing I fabricated. And I didn't really fabricate it. I kind of fabricobbled. I put together in this garage. Other than a lawn tractor. But that was just wrenching. This was welding, wrenching, and guesswork. Anyways, y'all have a good one. I'll edit this video, or attempt to edit this video, and get it uploaded. Alright, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me I'm a hack. I don't care. Alright, later. Yep, I said I'd get it outside in the grass. Do better pictures and stuff. Well, I did. There it is. I like it. I'm going to put some better tires. Because those, well, the bushings, one's for the 5/8 axle and the other one's for 3/4. And that one there matches this one here, but the tube in it's got a hole, so it just pisses air out, or gushes air out, however you want to say it. Paint job's not the best, but it was below freezing last night, and dirt and stuff on it from getting it off the table by myself. But if I can get on it without it falling over. It is stout. Yep, my tire fell over. But I mean, it's the tongue doesn't give it all. And I'm standing right where the weld is, where it's welded on the back side. Solid. Solid as a rock. To be so ugly, my welds hold up, so. Wished I'd have painted the axle before I welded it to the floor. But that's okay. someone messaged me and asked me about these. They are 1,000 pound D-links that they come with holes for carriage bolts, the square hole for carriage bolts, so you can bolt them to trailer like my scrap wagon. I didn't want to drill holes, and I don't have any carriage bolts, so I do have carriage bolts, but not long enough to go all the way through this frame. I just welded them. I welded the bottom, then I beat the top half down with the hammer and welded it. So that is that. And now this one here, I got some spatter on it and I didn't clean it up real good, but it works. It is what it is. Same thing over here. And no, they're not in the same spot, but there's a reason for that that I'm not going to go into in this video. So y'all let me know what you think of the finished product. Yes, I got, I won't say finished because I need to put another coat of paint on it or two in spots. It was kind of dark in the shop last night. It's cold, and I rushed it just to get some paint on it to make it be not so ugly and hide some of my horrendous welds. But let me know what you think. After I've used it to haul wood up out of the woods, and I say woods, I've got 10 acres of woods with a lot of down trees. If I could talk the neighbors into cutting that white oak down, or that oak that's leaning in the direction of my shop, and if it falls, it will take it out. Trying to talk them into cutting it down. I would pay to have it cut down if they'll let me. That one there is straight. If it falls, it'll get the house or the trailer or the garage, either one. And that one there will get the trailer or the garage. But it's aiming toward the garage, so I want it down. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think about my trailer. Like, comment, share, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't care. Next project, I think, will be to fashion a welding table out of this. The wide format printer that was on it, that I scrapped out for the precious metal content and electric motors, weighed 200 pounds. So this will make a fine welding table. I can put my welder down there and make some shelves to put other stuff. I'll do videos of that too. And then of course, you've all seen my rat rod tractor, the beginnings of my rat rod tractor, that old Craftsman. I give the Statesman away. Anyways, back to the trailer. There it is in its somewhat glory. Alright. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.